What's up? Happy Friday, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Let's ring the cowbell one more time. Thank you guys so much for joining me tonight for this really fun and special live stream. Honestly, we have some huge news to go over, and I'm hoping to try to cover as much of it as possible so that way you guys have a huge idea of how big this is. But other than that, I'm here to hang out with you guys, catch up, let you guys know what we've been up to lately, and just see how you guys are doing. But first, can you guys give me a thumbs up if you guys can hear me and if you guys can see me? You should be able to see me. I feel like I can see myself here. But if you guys can hear me, please just give me a big thumbs up. But overall, super excited tonight. Just really happy to be here. Obviously, I'm missing Grace very, very much. She's actually right over there doing mommy duties. And then right after that, she's going to go to bed and I'm going to take over and I'm going to do daddy duties. So we're going to have a fun time, guys. We're going to be on for about 2 hours. So I'll be here until about 9 o'clock tonight. The latest. It might be early depending on, daddy duties. But I'm hoping to hang out with you guys for a solid 2 hours. Have a great time and just overall catch up, like I said. But everybody's giving me a thumbs up, so that's absolutely perfect. Thank you guys so much. I want to go ahead and go through and say hi to everyone and catch up with everybody. But before I do that, I want you guys to please take one quick moment. Let me go ahead and drop this right here. Take one quick moment to hit that like button, smash that like button, hit that subscribe button if you're just joining us, if you're a theme park fanatic, if you're a family person, or just somebody who likes to have fun. Hit that subscribe button, please. We would highly, highly appreciate it. All right, let me go into the chat, guys. Thank you guys so much. Honestly, I'm super excited tonight, as you guys can tell. Let's see here. We got Pearl in the house. What's up, Pearl? Thank you so much for being here with us. Let's see. We got Lady Sith in the house. What's up, Lady Sith? How are you? Happy Friday. And so that's for Pearl and for Lady Sith. And thank you guys so much for dancing and enjoying that new waiting screen, that's stream starting soon screen. As you guys know, we love to kind of keep it fresh, change it up, and there's things that we love to have as like traditions, but it's fun to always kind of change it up, and that's something that we wanted to do and we've been wanting to do. So I'm so happy you guys like it. Really, really happy you guys like it. Let's see, Evil Mal, right? Evil Mal, yeah, because Grace was like one time getting on my case about that. Evil Mal said, "Hi guys, I'm able to join your live tonight. It feels like forever. Hope you're doing well." You know what? It does feel like forever. Cowbell for you. And you know what? I didn't even bring up your chat. There you go. Cowbell for you. Thank you for being here. We got Koozie P in the house. What's up, Koos? He said, "Let's go." He's dropping those cowbells and the let's goes. Thank you so much. We got our good friend SoCallyrific in the house. SoCally is amazing with her updates. Guys, I know this week there was a big update as well, Universal Studios Hollywood. Make sure you check out our friend SoCallyrific for some updates on there and some food thoughts and reviews. Let's see here. We got KS Dub in the house. What's up, KS Dub? Thank you so much for being here. I don't know why I'm just on one right now. Probably because of the coffee. We got Mia Leah in the house. What's up, Mia Leah? And Mia Leah is celebrating 5 months of Cowbell Fan membership. Thank you so much, Mia, for being with us. Obviously, we appreciate you. We appreciate how you mod for us, and you're always here for us. And we appreciate your membership as well. She said, "Happy Friday," and she dropped all those awesome emojis. The Cowbell, Let's Go Twerk, Team Grace, Team Geo, and the baby Ariel. Let's go. Let's see. Nice shirt. I just finished watching the new documentary about The Last of Us Part 2 that came out today. Ooh, that sounds exciting. But the problem that I'm having right now is I haven't finished The Last of Us Part 2. I think I'm like, if I were to guess, I'm like 3/4 of the way done. I'm pretty sure I'm almost done with the game. But yeah, I got to finish watching it, honestly, because I love behind the scenes documentaries. I love all that stuff. Like, it's super interesting. Let's see here. And if I miss anybody, please feel free to say something in the chat. We got Crystal and Chris in the house. What's up, Crystal and Chris? Speaking of Universal, they were at Universal yesterday. They got a chance to check out some of those updates. Pretty dope, pretty dope. We had a good time. Always having a good time watching our friends Crystal and Chris. Thank you guys for being here. They put a lot of Team Graces in the chat. I don't know why. Do I look like Grace? Oh, no way. I'm beautiful. Just kidding. We got Grace right over there. As I mentioned, she's in the background doing her mommy thing. But we love her and we miss her. I was telling her right now, I was like, man, this feels weird, but we gotta do what we gotta do. We gotta, inform the public. Not only that, but we miss you guys. Guys, we miss you. It's really all about that, really. It's really, really all about that. Thank you so much, Mia. Thank you, everybody. Let's see. We got the FL Vlogs in the house. What's up, Angel? Shout out to you. He said, Gio and Grace, good evening. Hope all is well. Happy Friday. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate that. We hope that all is well with you and your family. Kuzi said, oh yeah, definitely gotta finish it, the game first, but the documentary was dope. Dude, honestly, it's just been hard for me to finish the game because I know it's been a thing, but it wasn't. There's decisions in the game that I'm just like not happy about. And I think if it was divisive for a lot of gamers when they played The Last of Us Part 2, I can only imagine how it's going to be for the viewers when they watch it on HBO. I'm not done with it, but there's already stuff that I'm like, holy crap, and I think a lot of the viewers are going to be either stunned, surprised, happy, sad, something, but it's going to really elicit a huge response from everybody. So yeah, I'm hoping that I can get a chance to see it or finish it, sorry. And by say see it, it's because sometimes if I just really do not have the time and I really, really want to like learn about a game, I will watch somebody else play it. Oh, kind of like Kuzi P. Hey guys, check out Kuzi P. He does some great streaming, live streams. But yeah, I'll usually watch somebody else play it. I'll watch the cutscenes or something like that. But I think in this case, I might finish it myself. I love those games, but it's just a little sad. I'm a little sad. I kind of wish I don't know. I don't want to ruin it for anybody. Let's see here. Making sure I said hi to everybody. And if I haven't, I want to make sure that I do. Let's see. Oh, there you go. Kuz said, understandable. I'm so scared for the show. Yeah, dude. I think a lot of people are going to be excited. Those of people who don't play the game. I get that. They're going to, going with preconceived notions of what the season's going to be. But I'll say this much right now. If you've never played the game, but you're a fan of the show, throw everything out of the window. Like, don't go in there with a blank slate. Don't go in there with preconceived notions. Just go in there excited to learn a new story, a new, how do I say it, like a new chapter of The Last of Us. Because obviously, like any video game, you progress, and so, yeah, I don't know. I don't want to ruin it. Kuzi said, thank you. You like that segue, huh? It's a good one. All right. Okay, hold on. Give me 1 second. Hold on. Give me 1 second, guys. Because this thing is messing up on me again. Oh, my God. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. Hold on, guys. You know what it was doing last time when it was, like, reloading? Yeah, it's doing that to me now. All right. Okay, perfect. All right. Because I can see the chat right here, but I usually, like, if I'm going to pop it up, I have to pop it up right over here. All right, guys. So let's ring the cowbell one more time. So happy to be here with you guys. Thank you guys so much once again. And let's go ahead and let's do some baby updates real quick, just kind of catch you guys up. But so far, baby's doing great. Overall, like she's been eating, she's gaining weight, she's doing her baby thing. So we're very, very thankful in that. This week, we had to take her in for some routine tests, something that a doctor, one of our pediatricians or our pediatrician was like, let's be safe than sorry. So was it yesterday, babe? Yesterday or the day before yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. We did take her to Children's Hospital. We had a cardiologist check her out. They did a couple tests on her. And, these kind of things are really difficult for us to talk about because, like anything, like, when it comes to kids, it's already personal for us. And when it comes to our kids' health, it's even extra personal, feels like, right? But I'm happy to report that she's good. Like they told us that it wasn't anything out of the ordinary, nothing to be concerned about. I'm glad that the doctors, including the pediatrician, recommended that we check her out because I think it's very, very important that as a parent, we stay up, as parents, we stay up on our children's health, and we stay up on our kids' health, the older ones, and now this baby too. And so we're very thankful, for like everybody always sends us good vibes and a lot of love. So that's something that's really awesome. But other than that, she's been more aware, huh, babe? Like she's been looking around more, and she'll be staying awake for longer periods of time. So it's really cool because now, like, I get to kind of like, I don't want to say play with her yet, but like, you get to kind of like talk to her and she's like looking at you, and it's really adorable, really, really cool. Still trying to catch up on some sleep. I know Grace has been having a little harder than I have, but what I've been doing is, like we mentioned, I stay up till, lately it's been about midnight, and I try to feed her till so that way neither of us, if one of us is going to wake up with her, myself or Grace, it's usually, lately it's been Grace. She doesn't have to wake up until like 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, depending on the baby, and she gets a chance to sleep from 9 and on. So it's one of those things where that's even another thing that we're dealing with right now as far as going live. If we go live and Grace stays up past 9 o'clock, she's already staying up past time that she could be getting sleep. So it's something that we're getting really, really adjusted to, really used to, I guess we should say. But we're so happy that the baby's doing okay right now, that we're staying on top of her health, that she's gaining weight, that she's just happy. She's a happy baby right now, and it makes us feel a lot more relieved. The last couple of weeks we've been stressed out. Having a newborn already is very stressful, and you just want to make sure that they're super healthy and that they're doing well. But everything's going great. Like I mentioned, Grace is over there. I'll speak for her right now, but if she has anything she wants to chime in, she can let me know. But I feel like Grace has been doing pretty well, right, babe? Yeah. She's been able to drive a little bit, but super tired. She just said right now, super tired. Yeah, she's been staying up a little bit later than I have, and she's been doing a little bit more of that, mainly because either I have to go to work or I'm doing things like running errands or taking the kids to school, things like that. So it's just been quite a bit of things, but we're keeping it together. And for us, the most important thing is to support each other, to not put more on each other than we can handle. I've had my moments. I've actually been pretty good. But even then, yesterday, day before yesterday, I think, it was hard. I was in a really, really, really not great mood. And, just stressed out about my baby and stressed out about my kiddos. And we're just, it's a big transition. I'm even going through some transitions myself as far as in my professional career. And, I know that, when you're going through a lot of changes at the same time, it could be very stress inducing. So one thing I'll say to you guys is I thank you so much for being here with me tonight. You guys, like my family, help me get out of these funks, and more than anything, get motivated and continue doing things. My baby over there is a huge motivation. My kids over there are huge motivations. But any extra fuel is always a beautiful thing. And so, yeah, from the bottom of my heart, very sincerely, I just want to say thank you. Give me one quick second, guys. I want to make sure that I can see if you guys are getting ads, but I think I'm on the wrong account. Okay, there you go. Yeah, because I wasn't seeing the ads, so I'm assuming. All right. So I'm assuming that I was on the wrong account. All right, perfect. I just want to know so that way if there is an ad, I can kind of pause it, whatever. All right, so let's go ahead and. But yeah, overall, wrapping it up, baby's doing well. Appointment went great. Trust your doctors. Show love to your doctors. Be patient with each other. If you're in a relationship, you just have a new baby, be patient with each other. It's super hard. It's super hard. But yeah, you guys can do it. All right. Now let's go into some channel updates real quick as well. So some channel updates that we have right now. Actually, if you guys go to our community tab, we asked you guys a series of questions. And actually, let me bring up the questions right here. And I'm going to explain to you guys why we decided to ask these questions. Okay, give me 1 second here. Perfect. All right. So quick channel update. So right now, as you guys can see, we've kind of put a little bit of a pause on vlogs. There is a vlog that we planned out that hopefully sooner than later we'll be able to film and edit. I think it could happen within the next 2 weeks. All depends, on the baby and if we get enough sleep and all that stuff. But it should be a vlog that we can actually do here at home that I think you guys will really enjoy. It's really cool. Another thing that we've been talking a lot about is obviously our equipment. So right now we're, in between equipment. Hopefully we'll be upgrading our computer or at least getting a new one before the end of February. That is my goal. Can't say for sure it's going to happen. So that's something that I really want to do. And then another thing, as we go on through the year, we want to evolve and we want to continue growing as a channel and more than anything, give you guys the best of what we can offer to you, because everybody comes with their own unique perspective, their own unique voice. And, it's all about embracing that, right? Embracing that. And thank you guys so much once again for, just putting those aerial emojis and just, wishing her all the best. I appreciate you guys. I see you guys. And thank you so much, Pearl. I see you right over there. Thank you so much, Lady Sid. She said, you guys are always so sincere. Love the family aspect of the channel. Exactly. And so that's actually kind of like the question that we had. So, like I said, we like to, hear from you guys. Grace and I are very, very much like, we get excited when you guys give us feedback and, obviously constructive feedback, right? Nobody likes to be cursed out or anything. And up to this point, we've been very lucky not to have any interactions like that. But everybody seems to have been really, really, really cool about, just letting us know what they enjoy about our channel. So this is what we kind of asked you guys is, we want to know what more would you like to see from us, or what you would like to see more of, I guess is what I should say. We put the couple options were theme park related content, which, we would do vlogs, shorts, and live streams. So we would, do a little bit of everything and keep you guys updated on theme parks. But not only that, just like, show you some really cool stuff and help you discover some amazing things in these theme parks, and especially the ones in SoCal, right? I also put, and we talk a lot about this, Grace and I. We also decided to put family-related content, and for right here, we specified for either vlogs or live streams. So vlogs or live streams, mainly. I don't see us doing a lot of shorts for family, but maybe. You never know. You never know. You never know. What's up, Justin? Thank you so much for being here. We appreciate you. Thank you so much. Then the third option was just in general more live streams. So I know I wasn't specific on that, but I guess what I meant by more live streams and what we meant really is that like a variety of live streams. So yes, continuing with Friday and maybe even sectioning Friday to be like every other week, depending on like what we have going on. And then, maybe doing other live streams, like going to local places here. Like there's some night markets, there's some food truck events, there's some really cool just cultural events like here in Fresno and surrounding areas. So I've even thought about it, if Grace can't make it, but maybe taking Dominic with me or both the kids with me and maybe going live for a little bit and grabbing some tacos and showing you guys around so that way you guys can see what you can do when you guys visit the Central Valley, especially if you're coming through. I know some people just stop through real quick, but you never know, right? So more live streams. The fourth option was more vlogs. So same thing, kind of like any kind of vlog, just you want more vlogs, that's what we're asking. And then the last one, this is kind of an interesting one. So I know that this is kind of like, yeah, I would say it's very interesting. Collabs with other creators. So that's something that we put out there before recently. We've talked about how, we would love to have, a change up, like every once in a while, bring in some friends and talk with them and kind of catch up and get their ideas as far as like, so people can understand where they're coming from. Sometimes being on a different platform opens up different types of conversations and stuff like that. And a lot of the creators that I would love to have with me are people that I feel like are kicking butt, that just come with some of the most creative ideas. And more than anything are just good people, because that's one thing that I'm always looking at. I'm always looking for good people, like unfortunately, like in any community, you find the good with the bad. Fortunately, we've seen the bad and we don't need the bad, but we have some really great good in our community. And so we would like to amplify those voices as well and get some of our friends on here as well. So I think that's basically, as it relates to channel updates, I think that's pretty much it right now. So thank you guys so much. And thank you for sitting through that and kind of letting me go through that. But I hope you guys are doing well. Let me know what you guys have been up to. Let me know what you guys had for dinner tonight. Let me know if you guys are going anywhere, went anywhere, what your weekend plans are. We definitely want to hear from you. What's up to the group? Thank you so much. They said, you don't want the bad. No, dude. And I'm not here to talk crap on anybody or throw shade, but like anything, you got people who are cool, you got people who are not so cool. And it just so happens that we have a lot of the cool here in the chat tonight. Thank you guys so much. Let's go. All right, guys. So, like I mentioned, I probably won't be on past 9 p.m. So that's kind of something that I do want to kind of like put out there right now. But overall, like, I just want us to have fun tonight. Let's talk a little bit about Epic Universe, and let's talk a little bit about things that have been going on. If there's anything that we miss or I miss or that we can go back around and talk about again, we'll absolutely do that. We obviously have plenty of time from here till, the end of the year to really dig deep into Epic Universe and get extra excited, especially, if you're planning on making your way over there. So right now, I did drop a poll right before we went live. Let me see where we're at. And We asked, will you be attending Epic Universe when it opens? And this is a very difficult question for a lot of people, mainly because it's so far into the future and we don't really know what could happen, from here to then. A lot of us, like, especially when traveling, it's a very difficult thing, especially if we're traveling across the country. So right now, what the poll is saying, it asked, will you be attending Epic Universe when it opens? 25% of you, about a quarter of you, said yes. 17% of you said no, and 58% of you said, I want to, but I can't. And that's very understandable. I think right now we're like in the yes, want to, but can't kind of category as far as like the opening of Epic Universe. But I think when we think about like much more down the line, we see it as a possibility. But yeah, keep voting in the poll. We just want to know. We want to know what your plans are. And so it's one of those things that we want to hear from you as well. Let's see here. Make sure I haven't missed anything. Hey, Gerald, what's up? He said, just drop by to say hi, Gio. Thank you so much, Gerald. Appreciate you, and we hope you have a great weekend. Thank you so much. All right, so let's go ahead and let's talk a little bit of Epic Universe. Not sure how long this will take, but let's have fun. Let's converse Epic Universe. So give me 1 second here. All right, so as you guys might have heard a couple days ago, Universal Studios finally announced officially the creation and the inception and the opening eventually of Epic Universe. But more than that, they gave us details. They gave us some details as it relates to some of the lands. They gave us details as it relates to some of the plans that they have going on right now. So, and where they're kind of headed to in the future. The best thing that we got out of this, I think, real talk, is just the fact that we locked down the lands, and for the most part, we know the names. And on top of that is just seeing the designs and seeing the entrances, like the arches that they designed, the towers, everything. And it's just been mind-blowing to know that a brand new theme park, like built from the bottom to the top, to the bottom, literally with all these amazing IPs, is going to be opening in about a year. Mind-blowing. But I just want to say what's up to my friends, JG Voyages. What's up, JG Voyages? Said what's up, Gio, Tal, Grace, Ariel, Dom, and Avery. We say hi. So Grace is right over there. She heard you. And the kids are right over there. I'll make sure I let them know. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate you. All right, let me see here. So basically, they're going to be setting new Harry Potter areas. They're going to be opening up new Nintendo area. And then a lot of people have been really excited for one day, visiting an area that's fully, Universal Monsters and things of that nature. So they've announced some things quite like that as well. Thank you so much, Crystal and Chris. Yes, we're so close to 20 likes. Appreciate you. But yeah, let's see. Let me take a look. I actually had a couple of tidbits of information that I wanted to talk about right now. Let's see. First and foremost, I actually kind of wanted to share the screen real quick. All right, we had an ad. All right, first and foremost, I actually wanted to share the screen really quick. Hopefully this doesn't mess up the live stream because I am using the Chromebook, but let me see if I could present this to you guys. There you go. All right, let me make sure that it pops up over here. I have. Yes. All right, perfect. So this is like a map, a picture of the Universal Orlando Resort. So kind of to give you guys a background, for those of you who are not very familiar with Universal Studios Florida in Orlando, Universal Studios Florida is not just one theme park. It's a series of 2 theme parks plus some different experiences that, pretty much make it into a whole resort, much bigger, and I would say much more robust in certain ways than maybe Hollywood. But obviously being in Florida and having all that room, that's going to probably be the case. So as you guys can see here, Universal Studios Florida sits right there at the top left corner in that green field, which is going to be the area that Universal has a claim to, and that's where basically they've been building their parks and different resort attractions since the inception of Universal Studios Florida. They also have, as you can see here down to the south, you have Islands of Adventures. Islands of Adventures is dedicated to, roller coasters, some amazing experience. including a Marvel theme park area. So that's right, Universal Studios has a Marvel theme park area in Florida. So as it relates to Marvel, there was an agreement that was made that anything west of the Mississippi was going to be obviously Disney related and Disney controlled. So that's why we do have Avengers Campus in California. And that's why there is no Avengers Campus at Disney World at any of the parks. Because anything east of the Mississippi, it's actually going to be the rights actually revert to Universal Studios. So they have some amazing rides, like the Spider-Man ride that they have over there. It looks incredible. They have an incredible Hulk coaster that when it goes through the loops, it makes the sound of the Hulk actually like hulking out, which is really, really awesome. Before I go into too much more, let me go ahead and let me go into the chat really quick. I don't want to miss too much. Lady said definitely hope to visit Epic Universe one day. Looks awesome already. Absolutely, absolutely, completely agree with you. Let's see. So JG Boy just said, dude, we've been going crazy on the baby shopping this past week. Today we have literally been out since we dropped off the kids to school, and I didn't come home until 6 p.m. That's the way it goes, my friend. That's the way it goes, man. Congratulations to Jackie and George, by the way. Congratulations to them. They're going to be having a baby very, very soon. And actually, a quick tidbit, I had asked George to be here with me tonight, but I did not realize how, I knew it. It's funny. I knew it, but I didn't think about it, how close Jackie was to that moment. So I told him, you know what, George, don't stress, bro. He was like, oh, I really want to do this for you, dude. You're a great friend, right? But I was like, bro, take care of yourself, take care of your family, take care of Jackie. It's all good. So hopefully in the future, we can have Jackie and George join us here on Friday. That would have been a great time. And I know that in the future when we do this, it's going to be so much fun. But thank you guys. But yeah, as you guys can see here, there's also a Hard Rock Hotel. They do have a City Walk area. So kind of like here in Hollywood, they have City Walk. They have City Walk over there. Obviously, it's going to look similar, but slightly different. It has some of the some similar offerings, but also I'm assuming some different offerings as well. And then we have Cabana Bay and then Volcano Bay, which are kind of like more of like the water park / like just like resort areas, if I'm not mistaken. And so they have also some hotels in that area as well. In order to get to Epic Universe, as I scroll down here, as you guys can see, Epic Universe is in a much different area than Universal Studios Florida. So it's, I believe, south, and it's not connected as Islands of Adventures and Universal Florida are connected. So it is going to be something where it's like completely separate. So if you're familiar with Disney World, as you know, Disney World is very similar. It has different theme parks. Those theme parks, some of them you have to take ferries to get to, from what I've heard. Some of them you have to take buses. It's not always close by. So this is kind of, I'm assuming, going to be very, very similar to Epic Universe. Probably going to be shuttles going between both areas. It's not going to be right across the street. So you're definitely going to have a little bit more of a traffic situation there. But look at the size of the patch of land for Epic Universe, and then look at the size of Universal Studios Florida plus Islands of Adventure and the rest of the resort. Universal Epic Universe is going to be huge, and even if they don't occupy that whole space, it's going to take up a considerable amount of space. It's going to be a huge theme park, and you're going to have to assume that within time they will be updating and upgrading and expanding the theme parks as time progresses. It's just the way it goes. We've seen it in Hollywood right now with the Fast and the Furious roller coaster. We've seen it with, expansions and different areas like Super Nintendo World. Recently in the last couple of years, they opened the Secret Life of Pets ride, the Dark Ride, which is amazing. We love it. So, you're going to see a lot of expansion, a lot of growth, I believe, in the next coming years. Let's see here. What's up, Vanessa? She said, hi, friends. Happy Friday. Happy Friday to you. Thank you so much for being here tonight. Appreciate you. JG Boy just said, sorry, Gio. Hopefully we can join you soon. No worries, brother. Actually, you guys have been on Friday one time. You guys were on the New Year's Eve one. But we definitely want to get you guys back on. We definitely want to talk more theme parks and talk baby talk and all that good stuff. So hopefully we can have you guys here very, very soon. But overall, guys, just wanted to show you the overall layout of what Epic Universe is going to be. So that way you guys can see how epic that area is going to be. So let me go ahead and stop sharing right here. All right. Okay, so very exciting, right? So much land, so much things going on. So what I want to do now is I want to start going into the different offerings that they're going to be having. And so one of the articles that I've been reading and I've read a couple times and I went ahead and I posted in our Instagram for us is an article from Variety that breaks down a little bit of each land. I want to make sure that we're, kind of covering each land, and I want to get your guys' opinions on these lands as well. First and foremost, I want to know, are you excited about these lands? Do you know the IPs? Are you interested in visiting, or are you just kind of like, that's not one that I care about? So definitely want to know the feedback. Also, if you're not super excited, what could they do to make you excited for it? Like, that's another thing that I would really, really love to know. You know what? And actually, before we move on, let me show you guys the actual concepts for Epic Universe. Give me 1 second here as I bring this back up. So you guys can see here, this is basically like an overall layout. Let me see if I can zoom in for you guys. Perfect. I think I should be able to zoom in. So before we go into each specific land, let's take a look at the overall picture of what Epic Universe is supposed to look like once it's laid out. So let's see. Anything they can add about Harry Potter or just the Wizarding World in general, I get excited about. Said Mia. Completely agree with you, Mia. That's why I think a lot of people are going to be excited about this particular theme park. JG Boy just said, as far as I know and everyone else in the world know, it's real Versace. No one can know the difference except everyone in the chat. All right, guys. Let's see here. And so with Epic Universe, we have Celestial Park, which it looks like that's going to be around the grand opening. Not the grand opening, sorry, where you actually walk into the theme park. So we have Celestial Park right there. Right up to the left, you have Super Nintendo World. And Super Nintendo World, we have some really fun things that are going to be going on there that are going to be much different than we see here in Hollywood. North of that, you see Dark Universe, which originally I think a lot of us expected that it was going to be called Universal like Monsters area or something like that, but it's called Dark Universe. And then we got the Helios Grand Hotel, which from what I remember, and we'll go maybe a little bit more into detail if we can get that information, has about 500 rooms, which it's going to be, I think, an amazing hotel, rivaling some of the nicest Disney hotels like the Grand Californian. We also have the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. This time around, it's the Ministry of Magic. So if you guys are familiar with Universal Florida, you know that they have 2 different lands. I believe, I don't know, I think one's at the Islands of Adventure, if I'm not mistaken. But they have Hogsmeade, just like they do here in Hollywood. But they also have Diagon Alley. And Diagon Alley is something that we don't have here in Hollywood. I don't even know if they have space to even dream about a Diagon Alley. But yeah, it's not available here, unfortunately. But they're adding the Ministry of Magic. So pretty much what that tells me is that Universal Florida, like for Harry Potter fans, that is the theme park to go to. Like literally, that is the theme park. We also have How to Train Your Dragon, Isle of Berk. I'm going to be completely transparent with you guys. I do not know very much about How to Train Your Dragon. I believe my kiddos have seen some of it, but I personally have not seen very much of it. So my thinking is it must be really, really popular and for them to build a whole area of that park. What's up, Mantorino Adventures? She said, good evening, happy Friday, and is Miss Ariel sharing thoughts too tonight? You know what? She just fell asleep. I told Grace, I asked Grace, I said, if possible, can she make a little appearance? But she was eating, and I think it wasn't possible right now. So hopefully before I end the live, she can come on and say hello. That is the hope. But if not, I'll make sure that maybe on our Instagram, I'll have her do like a little wave or something. We appreciate you guys. We appreciate you guys. Let's see. JJ Boy just said, so from what I heard, some rooms are already sold out for the hotel. I don't doubt it, dude. I do not doubt it. The hype behind that hotel is real, dude. Like, it's one of those things where just as much as the land and the lands are popular and talked about, I think the hotel's equally as heralded and talked about. It's pretty cool. Very exciting, because I'm a sucker for hotels, guys. Like, ask Grace, like, how do I put this without sounding pretentious? I love staying in hotels, and we stay in hotels a lot. Like last year, we must have stayed in hotels at the very minimum 15 times through the whole year. So Sorry about that. We got an ad. But yeah, we must have stayed about 15 different hotels. Nah, some of them the same, but overall like 15 different times. So for me, like, I'm very picky with hotel rooms already because I kind of know exactly what I like. I know exactly what I don't like. So I'm very excited with this particular hotel because I believe that when Grace and I plan this trip for our family in the future, that's probably what we're going to end up doing. We're hearing a lot of great integration between the Helios and the theme park. It looks like it's right there anyways. So kind of like the Grand California, you know, where you have like that access. This looks like it's like right there. They want you to know that that hotel is a part of that theme park, which is killer. I love that. Let's see. Mia said, Islands of Adventure has Hogsmeade and Universal Orlando is Diagon Alley. I figured. I just could not remember. Crystal and Chris said, Dark Universe, Dark Universal, Dark Universe. We'll probably spend a whole day there. Honestly, it's very unique. That's why, and I don't blame you guys. I know you guys love the horror elements, but it's very unique to any theme park that you've ever been to. Like, there is nothing, in my opinion, unless you guys know of something, and I mean everybody here in the chat, that compares to a Dark Universe. And we're not talking about HHN, Fright Fest, or anything like that. Just mainly talking about like a themed land. This is something that's going to be really cool. But also you got to consider, it's like, if you're looking at it as a family theme park, how are they going to take that? Is it going to be more campy? Is it going to be between like camp and like a little bit more serious, or is it more on the serious tone? Is there going to be like a parental advisory as you walk in? Like, that's kind of what I'm interested as a parent. And that's something that we're going to be doing as time goes on. We're going to be looking and doing more research into the family aspect of this, because we want to, you know, give you guys a really clear example, especially those of you who might go with extended family, or those of you who have kids and are going to go with your families, of what to expect and how to prepare properly for it. Because, you know, preparing for trips, long trips like this, cannot be easy. So we want to make sure that we do all the research, because we're going to be going someday too as well. Let's see here. Mia said, yes, I haven't been able to get into How to Train Your Dragon, but since they're making the live action movie right now, I'm excited to see that. Yeah, I didn't know they were making a live action movie. Actually, you just literally told me that, and I literally just found out right now, but pretty cool. But yeah, I had no idea, but that's really cool. I definitely want to jump into it because, like I told Grace, I don't want to go to Epic Universe and then not know anything about How to Train Your Dragon. It wouldn't be as enjoyable for me. It'd still be awesome. I'm not gonna lie, but I think I want to know a little bit more about it, so that way, kind of like, you know, people who don't know about Star Wars. I know, like, you know, we have some friends in here who aren't like super Star Wars fans, and like going to Galaxy's Edge, right? Like, I'm sure it's like, it's cool, but it's like, I'm not really quite sure what the context of this stuff is. So definitely want to catch up on that. I think the kids have watched it. Knowing the kids, they probably have watched it, but I'm gonna have to watch it too. So I'll see if I can get them to watch it with me. Let's see. Kuzi said, I've only seen the first How to Train Your Dragon, but I've heard they're all great movies. Just pretend it's Skyrim. Yeah, I love Skyrim, so maybe. Never know. Let's see. Kuzi said the coaster is going to be fire. I agree. I honestly think that roller coaster that they're going to have here in Hollywood is going to be really cool. And I think it's going to be probably my first major big coaster that I'm going to ride. Like, and I have a feeling I'm going to poop myself. But I think once I poop myself, I'm going to have nothing but like laughter left inside of me. Vanessa said, definitely going to have to plan a visit to Florida when this opens up. Yes. Honestly, for those of you who like to travel, I know Vanessa likes to travel. It's going to be like a must. It's going to be Crystal and Chris says, Star Trek land. Yes. Live long and prosper. Live long and prosper. You know what's up. And say what's up to the Vulcans next time you go. And the Klingons. As for the Klingons, honestly, they got to be somewhere. They're probably in Rise of the Resistance. Oh, better yet, when they capture you on Rise of the Resistance, ask them if the Klingons are going to be interviewing you or interrogating you. Better yet. Mandarino said, me, I'm clueless about Star Wars. LOL, as if from the movie Clueless. As if. Yeah, I love Clueless, by the way. Yeah, you know what? I don't blame you guys. I think I've said this before, but I've never said this. If I've never said this, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Chris. But I've never seen Lord of the Rings. I've watched like the majority of first one, and then I kind of gave up on Lord of the Rings because I thought it was boring. But I was also a freshman in high school, and I probably had different tastes in movies. But I've never seen the whole Lord of the Rings trilogy, but I've seen all the Harry Potter ones. I've seen Star Wars, Star Trek. I'm like, literally, I'm almost into everything geek related. I love Demon Slayer. I love everything. As you guys can see, I have my wands right here, you know. So this is me. But for whatever reason, I can't get into Lord of the Rings. I can't. And I've asked Grace too. And Grace tells me the same thing.
Here, Ariel said this is for Chris. Hiya.
Here, no, do it at an angle where it looks like she's actually kicking me. Right here.
Hiya. She laughed. It looked like she was smiling.
All right, guys. Say hi to Grace and say hi to Ariel, everybody. Hi, she said hi. Here, let me get out of the screen real quick. Let me stop sharing.
Let me fix her headband. Start sliding back.
Her headband always wants to come up when she's with me, huh?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
There you go, baby. There you go.
Got the little mermaid. Oh my gosh. There she is. Let's say hi, mamas. Let's say hi. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Friday. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. I'm not even sure exactly what any of that means, but yeah, just do it. All right, I think our headband's gonna fall out.
Yeah.
Love you, princess.
Bye, everyone.
All right. Bye. Oh, I strained my chest. Crystal and Chris said, are they clingy or something? Yes, it's exactly what Klingons are. They're just clingy. They cling all over you, but they're amazing. You gotta ask for them specifically in Galaxy's Edge. That's the only place they exist. I promise. Not lying at all. Not even a little bit. Mandarino said, if I go to Universal Florida, I want to go on Velocicoaster to see the hype. I kind of agree with you. Because we were working at going to Florida this year. And I kept telling Grace, like, oh, when we go to Florida, Velocicoaster. Grace was like, you're dumb. You're not going. Like, first and foremost, I'm not going. She's like, you're not going. I think if I were to go to Florida, I think, Grace, if she doesn't want to go, that's okay with me. Not a big deal. But I think I would go. I think I would do the Velocicoaster. It's like a world-class coaster. You got to go on it. And we're going to keep going right now. We're going to go into the lands right now. Let's see. Mia said no, please no. Thank you guys so much. Dropping the Team Graces and the Little Mermaids, the Ariels. Oh my gosh. Mia said Gio is banned from Fortnite. Grace has tried that a lot of times. She doesn't even have to ban me because I'm just so tired all the time that I don't have time to play. So yeah, sure, I'm banned. Boys, let's play tonight. Anyways. Everybody said hi, little princess. So Callie said hi, Grace. We miss you, and hello to the beautiful Ariel. Yeah, I'm telling you guys, she misses you guys too. It's just obviously with everything, like it's really important that Grace gets her rest. I get rest, and I'm very happy to come on here and talk to you guys. And I'm hoping that very soon here, Grace is going to be joining me more often. But who knows? We really got to prioritize the kids and kind of her health, because Grace, obviously, having a baby, plus having to take care of a baby takes a lot out of you, mentally, physically, everything. So I know Grace will be back soon enough. All right, Parkinson, what's up, Bacon? Parkinson said, what's up, fam? Hope all is well. Just talking about show some love. I'll be stealth watching with y'all on the projector while we set up. Thank you so much, Bacon. And Bacon's also another person I would love to have on here. I've talked to him a little bit about it, not to put him on blast, not to put the pressure on him, but Bacon, we need you. Honestly, I would love to have Bacon on here. So hopefully pretty soon I can have Bacon on here, interview him a little bit. I feel like that dude has so much interesting things to talk about.
Oh, yeah, you forgot to tell him happy 21st birthday.
And happy 21st birthday to Bacon! It was his birthday on what day? It was Tuesday, right? Okay, I was going to say Monday, but Tuesday, yes. So please, everybody, if you haven't already, wish Bacon a happy birthday. Put some balloons in the chat, put those birthday cakes in the chat, the blowhorns, everything, all that good stuff. But yeah, we love Bacon. Hopefully we can have him in here as a guest. I really do want to just chop it up with him. Mandarino said, I'm translating for baby Ariel because I speak baby. Mommy and daddy are booking Florida trip to 2025 because I go in for free. Yes. That's what I love about her being a baby right now is that even like with the magic keys, no need for magic keys for her. Let's see. Lady Sid said, Velocicoaster is definitely high on my list. All right, thank you guys so much. You guys are amazing. All right, well let's keep going. Let's talk about Celestial Park. Okay, so let's go ahead and I'm gonna share this article one more time. Let's see here. Let's see. Sorry, guys. Are you okay with me?
Yeah. Just kick the chair.
Are you mad at me? You're kicking the chairs over here? You're like...
Sure.
All right. So right now, there's a lot of great articles right now. So this is one of the ones that I really, really enjoyed. It talks a little bit more about the offerings here. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. So right here, the first part of the park, it's called Celestial Park. It says offering, let me see if I could read this. Bucolic or Bucolic or, babe, it's Bucolic. Yeah. Help me read it. I have no idea how that, Bucolic? Bucolic. Where it says offering, Bucolic?
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
Entry into the new park. This land will feature rolling gardens and picturesque waterways. It will also have rides, including a new racing coaster called Starfall Racers and a carousel inspired by constellations. Step into a lush green world where thrills, entertainment, dining, and shopping lead all who enter. Sorry about that. I know there was an ad. I stopped myself. But step into a lush green world where thrills, entertainment, dining, and shopping lead all who enter on an exhilarating journey of discovery, Universal says of the new land. So basically, this is going to be your entrance area. So as you guys see here, there is going to be a coaster in that area. It's called Starfall Racers and a carousel. And so as I mentioned right here, you talk about Celestial. Celestial has to do with obviously outer space, the stars. So there is going to be something inspired, a carousel inspired by the constellations, which is going to be really, really awesome. There's going to be obviously a lot of greenery, as I mentioned here. So it's supposed to be, I think it reminds me a lot of Disneyland in that regard. When you enter, you have a lot of like flower beds, different plants. Obviously they grow different, even vegetables there, which is really dope. I thought that was really, really cool when I found out about that. But let's take a look. Let me see if I can, let's see. Am I able to share another tab easily? I don't feel like I can. I'm going to go back into, let me see it. Hopefully you guys see this. All right. So I'm going to try to share this part again. Let me see. Ooh, okay. All right. So I kind of wanted to show you guys what they mean by what they're talking about with this entrance here. And so even though it's still kind of like it's not super, ground level, but we can kind of imagine what they mean by the shopping and all that stuff. So let me make sure that everything is available to you guys. Perfect. Okay, I see it here now. All right, so Celestial Park, this is the entranceway right here. I'm not sure if you guys can see my mouse, but I'm really hoping you guys can. And then it's meant to have, like I said, a lot of lush greenery. And so we work our way up. I'm assuming that you're going to walk in through here. We see some arches, very reminiscent of Universal Studios arches that we see in the entrance at Universal Florida and here at Universal Studios Hollywood. And then we see here a lot of lush greenery and some buildings, some areas. I'm assuming this particular thing down here where I'm having my mouse is gonna be the carousel, and then I'm trying to see where they would have the roller coaster. Huh. I don't see exactly where the roller coaster is at, but you know, I believe like most of this area down here is going to count as your Celestial Park area. Like, so I think that's going to be a sizable area right in the middle. Basically, going to be like their little, like, this is where you guys come to converge, right? And then this is where you basically go off to your separate lands. There's another image that I really liked. Let me see if I could find it. But thank you guys so much for being patient with me. Honestly, like, it's just the computer makes it a little bit of a harder time. But I think we're doing okay, guys. I think we're doing okay. Let's see.
Yeah, I know. Literally Lego Minecraft. So I don't.
All right, so here's one of the images. I believe this is an image of Celestial Park right here. As you guys can see, there's kind of like a little bit of like a creek or river, borderline waterfall, with some, it looks like kind of like almost Art Deco type of decorations. And then you just have some beautiful architecture right there in the background. A lot of beautiful arches. When we go down a little bit more, I believe this is going to be one of the roller coasters. So I don't want to, this is the Starfall coaster, the racer. So this is that roller coaster that they said was going to be in Celestial Park. So you guys can kind of get an idea right here. And this is represented more like in the evening time. But as you guys can see here, it's going to kind of wrap around. And it looks almost, I mean, it looks big, but it looks like it's big, like it extends out. So like more like lengthwise versus widthwise. But it's really, really dope. Like to see the concept of it. You have a big rocket right here, which is obviously representative of what it's, you know, meant to be. And it looks like it's going to be lit up fairly beautifully with a lot of lush greenery around there. So as you guys can see the concept. Now I'm going to tell you guys something looks very inaccurate about this concept rendering. There's places where people can walk and there's nobody in front of them. my assumption is going to be like there's not going to be that much space to walk around because it's going to be packed. But otherwise than that, it looks really, really dope. Doesn't look like a super exhilarating coaster, but it looks like a fun one. Maybe even reminiscent of the Incredicoaster. Who knows? But yeah, it looks great, honestly. And this is the carousel. This is the Constellation Carousel. So once again, absolutely beautiful. They definitely have a style for Epic Universe. You could definitely see it, especially in that Constellation or that Celestial Park area. I love it. It's very almost like futuristic, but yet nostalgic. So I don't know. Are you guys big fans of like that kind of like look, like kind of like almost like the Art Deco kind of like futuristic kind of look? Personally, for me, I love it. I've always been a big fan of like that kind of style. So probably because I was raised on Batman the Animated Series. Let's see here. Crystal and Chris said, it's like they want you to be relaxed when you first walk in and then boom, epic lands one after another. Exactly. And that was something else that I was actually, when Grace and I were talking about it, we were talking about how it was really dope that everything is like compartments, basically. Like you have one land here, compartmentalized, right? Yeah, no, something like that, right? Yeah, something like that. And it's really, really cool because like every land is basically segregated to be its own experience. So kind of like here in Hollywood and in Japan, when you walk in through the warp pipe at Super Nintendo World, when you walk in, regardless of the sight lines, because I know a lot of Disney lovers, and I'm a Disney lover too, by the way, but I know a lot of people complain about sight lines at Universal Studios Hollywood. They're like, hey, you could see this building behind, like, you know, it is what it is. But regardless, it's still very, very immersive, in my personal opinion, when you walk into a land and you just are enthralled. When you look sideways, like everywhere you look, there's something to do. So that in itself, I think the fact that it's going to be kind of designed a la that, I think it's already huge advantage for theme park goers because you're going to be immersed. And I think as we've seen recently, Universal has taken the immersiveness of a land and cranked it up because Disney does it. Disney does it. Don't get me wrong. I know that they have things in Disney World where, like, you know, the Moana section, and then you have areas like in Galaxy's Edge where you can do like the hacking. But Universal did it better so far. I don't know. I haven't been to the Moana section, so I can't really talk on that. But as far as Disneyland compared to Universal, you know, just even being in Hogsmeade and being able to do your spells is amazing. What's up, Henry? We got Rugari21 in the house. What's up? Shout out to my Fortnite fam. Love you guys. Miss you guys. Hopefully you get a chance to play really, really soon here. Let's see here. But that's going to be the carousel. I think it's so beautiful. I love it. Honestly, I'm absolutely blown away by it. Let's see here. I think that's going to be it. That was like the main thing with Celestial Park. But let's see here. Let's see if there's anything else that I can. So it says you have over 50 awe-inspiring attractions. So that's a lot of attractions. Now you also got to consider, are these going to be big attractions? I know there's a certain term for it. Is it a ticket? I don't know. Something ticket, big ticket attraction, right? Like, or is it going to be something more, you know, chill, right? Like a Dumbo-esque kind of ride or something along those lines, right? I have a feeling that it's going to be more filler kind of attractions, including some shows. I'm assuming some shows are involved in that. But I think like the fact that we even have a nice round number is really, really awesome. That's dope, honestly. Let's see. Mia said the Moana thing in Epcot does look like a lot of fun and really pretty at night. I hope to see it one day. Yeah, that's why I don't want to like necessarily say that what Universal is doing better than that particular part of Disney World. But I just know that Universal does a great job with the immersiveness of the lands. Regardless, I know like you have to buy certain items. So like for like the, you know, Wizarding World, you need a wand. For Super Nintendo World, if you want the most of your experience, you should get a band. I know that you can still collect coins regardless, but it's still like that particular thing. With, by the way, the gold power band came out. Amazing. We want it. Oh my gosh. And so this is another thing that I kind of wanted to point out as well. You know, we're talking about like not just Epic Universe, but overall like the inception of it. It says its opening will mark the Orlando Resorts destination's 4th theme park, transforming the resort into a week-long vacation destination. Now, remember, 2 of those are actually going to be, one of them is actually Volcano Bay, which is like a water park. But that's another thing that I've been a lot from people is, or been seeing and reading too, is that a lot of people tend to tack on Universal to their Disney. Oh my God, man. A lot of people tend to tack on Universal to their Disney trips. I think what Universal is really trying to do right now is leverage themselves so that way that's not the case. So that way when you decide like, hey, I'm going to Orlando, I want to visit the theme parks, it's almost like you're going to have to decide which one do you want to do more. Because now that you have this Epic Universe thing coming up, like you are basically going to be able to fill a lot more time at the Florida resort versus, you know, Disney World. You know, I guess I should say compared to what it used to be like to Disney World. Now you do have more things to do. Now Disney World is still going to have the most, but this is a really cool way of kind of leveling the playing field and giving you something really, really fun to do over the course of a whole week. Let's see if there's anything else that I can pull from here. Okay, yeah, let's read up on this again. So yeah, Celestial Park, once again, heart of Epic Universe, breathtaking gardens, has the portals to each land, but you're wandering through lush gardens nestled in shimmering water surrounded by stunning architecture inspired by astronomical and mythological elements. But it's not all relaxation. Celestial Park will feature Starfall Racers, a dual launching racing coaster that will have competing ride vehicles claim victory as they rush across 5,000 feet of track at speeds of up to 62 miles per hour. A first for Universal, the roller coaster will have 2 coasters vehicles perform inverted crisscross. Let's go. Sounds exciting, guys. Sounds exciting. I'm super excited. Honestly, I am super excited. So let's go ahead and let's go into the next land. I'm gonna go ahead and stop sharing. Let's see here. Let's talk the Wizarding World. Actually, you know what? Yeah, let's talk the Wizarding World first. So let me go ahead and pull up some information on the Wizarding World.
Oh my god, why is there so much wood over here? What the heck happened? Jay, Goofy, what happened? What happened? That's it, bomb CJ. Everyone, let's bomb CJ. Let's bomb CJ.
1 second. All right. So I'm pulling up some information right here. It says the Wizarding World of Harry Potter Ministry of Magic, inspired by a Fantastic Beasts franchise. Let's see here. This will offer guests a chance to step into 1920s Paris as well as the London-based Ministry of Magic. From 1920s Paris to the 1990s British Ministry of Magic, explore international wizarding communities and the magic that connects them in the wizarding world of Harry Potter Ministry of Magic. So that's probably one of the ones that's probably the most anticipated in my opinion, considering that there's still already you have 2 other lands related to Harry Potter. I think people are still really, really, really excited for this one, honestly, and I'm sure you guys are too. I know some of you here in the chats are like super Harry Potter fans. Harry Potter. Is that a new one? Harry Potter? Harry Potter? What? No. What's up, Raul the Doctor? Thank you so much. But yeah, so that's gonna be one of the lands. Let's take a look. I want to see in the map. Let's see if I can bring that map up again. Let me see if I can. How did I make this map bigger? All right. Perfect. So let me go ahead and Mia said, sounds amazing. This is the first place they are adding something Fantastic Beasts. I actually like Fantastic Beasts. I know that, not everybody did, but I actually really, really did like Fantastic Beasts. I had no problem with it.
I meant to put it in the cup that I have.
Is it still pretty hot?
Warm.
All right, guys, give me 1 quick second. I'm gonna help Grace with the bottle real quick. I'm gonna take a quick pause for the cost. Give me 1 second, guys. Let's see here. All right, guys. Thank you so much for being patient. I just had to test the milk to make sure that it wasn't gonna burn the baby. All right. All right. So perfect. Yeah, we're getting back into talking about Epic Universe. Whoops, not Celestial Park. We're gonna talk about the Wizarding World. I want to pull up a picture. I'm trying to pull up the pictures of the entrances. I really want to show you guys the entrances of each of these lands, but let me see if I can pull it up. I'm trying to remember where I saw it first. Let's see. Let me see here. Oh, okay, perfect. I think I found it. Okay, awesome. So they have some really cool images here. Yeah, they have some really cool images. So let's see if we could take a look at some of these. Perfect. I'm here for you guys. I'm trying to get you guys all the information you guys can get. We're gonna do this tonight. We're gonna finish this before 9 o'clock. You guys are gonna be experts. Let's see here. Let's see. Mia said, I love Fantastic Beasts. The second movie was hard to follow, but I still enjoyed them. Yeah, I actually did like the characters. I think that's the thing that probably made me watch it, is I actually did come to like the characters. I just think the writing was a little, and you know, it just can't hold a candle to the original, you know, Harry Potter series. It is what it is. It was an enjoyable time. Let's see here. Lady said she loves Fantastic Beasts as well. All right, perfect. So let's take a look. This is kind of the logo, the Ministry of Magic logo. Can you see it? Are we able to see it over there?
Yeah.
All right, perfect. All right. So it looks like this is gonna probably be the entrance right over here. It looks like the British, the Paris entrance / British Ministry. So it's gonna be a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B, as you can see here. Let me see if I can zoom in just a little bit more because I'll see if we get some details. Perfect. Looks like I was able to zoom in. So perfect. Maybe a little too zoomed in. Harry Potter and the Deathly Gas. Yes, part 2. That's right. That's right. Coming sometime whenever J.K. Rowling gets a sense of humor. All right. Let's see. So as you guys can see, just like pretty much every other land. So this is the first land that we're seeing, but it has kind of like that arch / almost like circular portal that you go in through to go into the land. You can see a lot of lush greenery. It looks like they're trying to really like just kind of almost cover it up, so that way when you walk in, you're just like immediately transported somewhere different. Right on top of there, of that column, that what would you call it? Tower, babe? Column or tower? Like a post or a column, right? Well, you have a hand holding. It looks like the Elder Wand, if I'm not mistaken. So I could even zoom in a little bit more, but it looks like the Elder Wand. What's up, Spinetics? What's up, man? Thank you so much for being here. Shout out to the whole Spinetics family. We love you guys. But yeah, as you guys can see here, it has kind of like the little circular kind of notches in each one of these, kind of very reminiscent to the Elder Wand. So I'm gonna go ahead and off the assumption that it is the Elder Wand. But really, really beautiful entrance, as you can see there. And so that's going to be right up, like I said, pretty much next to the hotel area, which that's going to be interesting. You got the Ministry of Magic right next to the hotel. Hotel, motel, Holiday Inn. Let's go. All right. And let me go ahead and back out here. But it says right here, this is the Department of this is the Department of Exciting Announcements. Just announced a new immersive world inspired by the 1920s Wizarding Paris and British Ministries. It's one of the 5 new worlds at Universal Epic Universe, opening 2025. Amazing. Amazing. Let's see here. And let's go into the next one. And so give me 1 second, guys. Let's change the banner up. Let's talk Epic Universe Super Nintendo World. Obviously, one of the bigger lands as well. That's the thing is, like I said, Epic Universe is going to have a lot of amazing lands, But let's take a look at that right now a little bit too as well. Oops. So as you guys can see here, here's the entrance. So let me zoom in a little bit. Not too much. There you go. So very similar to Hollywood, there is like that warp pipe entrance, as you guys can see here, like kind of like right where the entrance is at. You guys can see that kind of that warp pipe right there. But not similar to Hollywood is they have, once again, that big portal entrance, that big, you know, kind of almost like a compass, right? Entrance into the land. On the top, you see there those warp pipes, and you have various different elements of Super Nintendo. and Super Mario. So you have the coin, you have the mushroom, you have the fire flower, you have the stars. So it's very, very much getting you right into the spirit of getting into that land and getting into that Super Nintendo world spirit. It says, here we go. And you have Mario right there in the center of that medallion. So only right? Only right. Let me see if I've missed anything. Lady Sid said, I love Newt and Johnny Grindelwald. I could only get into the first two. 3 was okay, though. Jude Law did good as young Dumbledore. I agree. I like Jude Law as Dumbledore. Johnny Depp as Grindelwald was probably better, but I'm a huge fan of Mads Mikkelsen. Like, that dude is an incredible actor. I feel like every role he takes on, he just makes it very unique. So I wasn't mad that he took over that role, but at the same time, I feel like Johnny Depp should have kept it. So yeah, like I mentioned, I wasn't mad that he took the role, but I just kind of wish they would have kept Johnny on. That's just my opinion. Let's see. Crystal and Chris said, you think that we'll be able to flush ourselves into the Ministry of Magic? This is what I'm going to have you guys do when you guys go. I'm sure you guys are going to go someday. Do it. Try it out. Go into one of the toilets, put your feet in there, and flush it. But at the same time, you got to record because we need video evidence. And then put it out there. Let us know what happens. Because honestly, imagine that I'm like joking and I'm like giving them a hard time. And then the reality is that is the way you I'm all biting my tongue. I'm like, oh, never mind.
Just giant toilets for everyone.
All right, let's see here. And let's keep going. There's more pictures here to look at. So as you guys can see there, oh man, this almost looks Disneyland-esque here. I'm wondering what kind of building this is. I wonder if this is the entrance to one of the rides, or if it's the entrance to a restaurant, or possibly an entrance to a gift shop. That's something that would be really, really cool to know. But it's beautiful. It really reminds me almost, you know, a la Disneyland, almost DCA status, like Little Mermaid status. So it's beautiful here. And we see some kids running already down here. Stop running. And then beautiful waterfall right here. We see Mario right on top of the waterfall. So they're definitely not shying away of putting Mario right in the forefront, letting you know this guy is the man. But as you guys can see here, we have some stained glass with Peach. We have Mario as well. We have Toad as well. So, and then you see Bowser right here on the column, which is crazy, but also Donkey Kong. So it's really cool. I'm super excited for this one. Lady said, same. That was Johnny's role. I do like Mads Mikkelsen too. He was cool in Rogue One. Correct. He was awesome in Rogue One. I actually have a Johnny Depp Grindelwald Hot Toys figure. Oh, that's really cool. Yeah, no, honestly, they're both great actors. I think it wasn't terrible that he took over, but it just, you know, when you have an actor already portraying it for 2 movies, yeah, it's just weird. It's weird. So this looks like it's like one of the gift shops, if I'm not mistaken. It looks like it could also possibly be the restaurant. But as you guys can see here, you see a lot of merchandise on the side there. It even looks like they have the plates, those plates from Toadstool Cafe that they're selling over there. But I'm just wondering, are they going to give discounts in this land? So I think that's something that's going to be happening very soon here in Hollywood. I think it's for a limited time. They're going to be doing 20% off everything Super Nintendo, which is not usual. Even, you know, for annual pass members, we haven't been able to get anything off any of the merchandise. So now I'm wondering if they're going to be doing that in Florida, if this is kind of like a soft opening kind of thing, as far as like, let's see how the discounts go and, you know, like how our revenue looks, I guess. I don't know. But that's kind of something I do wonder very, very much, because there is going to be a lot of merchandise to be sold. I think that's going to be probably the number one thing, just like here in Hollywood, the bands, like all the merchandise, the t-shirts, we have things that we collected. So we have obviously the star popcorn bucket right over here as well. So yeah, you know, we're suckers for merch as well. Let's see. Crystal and Chris said it's giving Red Rose Tavern. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking about even the picture before. But you're right. That's kind of where my mind was, like either Fantasyland or like DCA, that area, kind of like where Little Mermaid's at. Like that was kind of like the architecture that I was kind of seeing there. Let's see. And as you guys can see, it's right when you walk into Celestial Park, right? Celestial Park. And to the left-hand side, that's where you guys are going to see the warp pipe and the entrance to Super Nintendo World. Now, one thing I did not pull up here that I did not see a picture of is Donkey Kong. So they are going to have a Donkey Kong expansion area. I don't even think it's going to be considered an expansion because it's being built as we speak. But where they're going to have a Donkey Kong roller coaster, which it's crazy, guys. Like, the Donkey Kong roller coaster, let me stop sharing the screen so I can kind of tell you what's going to happen with that. But they've already, I believe, applied for a patent where basically when you're on the roller coaster, it hops from track to track. So kind of like the game when you're like on the mine cart and then you're like jumping to each track. They are going to be simulating that same experience, but on the roller coaster. So imagine that. Imagine you're like riding, you're like, whoa! Like you're jumping. Now, granted, you're probably not going to be actually jumping from track to track, but the fact that they could even conceptualize how that would feel and look is incredible. Once again, this is why I don't mean to crap on Disney at all, because I'm a huge Disney lover. Call me a Disney adult. I don't care. I love Disney. But I love competition and I love Universal. Universal has a huge part of my heart as well. And these are the things I'm enjoying a lot, because even if you're not the biggest fan of the Mario Kart ride at Universal Hollywood and Universal Japan, you got to appreciate the fact that they're doing something out of the box. You're getting VR glasses. At certain points of the ride, it looks like you're going crazy fast. It almost even feels like it. The lands are all themed. They all have different feelings in it. Some of them are very windy. Some of them are hot. Some of them are this. So it's like a five senses kind of thing. I think the last thing that I feel that Disney did with that kind of vigor was Rise of the Resistance. Because Rise of the Resistance is a whole same thing. Five senses kind of experience. You're like getting captured. You're doing this. You're doing that. You're trying to escape. You're on a drop. You're this and that. Like, it's epic, right? No pun intended. But I do truly believe that Universal Studios has been just killing it with the rides and like the uniqueness of the rides. Like, I tell Grace all the time, I'm salivating to go to Universal Florida and to Islands of Adventure. I would love to get on Hagrid's motorbike. That's one of the top two rides that I want to get on, like out of any ride anywhere in the world. So I really, really do think Universal's tearing it up. What's up, G? Our Jurassic Chaos is in the house. Thank you so much for joining us. Let's see here. Mia said, it reminds me of Little Mermaid a bit too. And Crystal and Chris dropped those Little Mermaid emojis. Thank you so much. Those are obviously meant to, how do I say it? It's like a little like tribute to the baby girl Ariel. So I appreciate when you guys drop that. Let's see. Ooh, can we get to 30 likes? I think so. I think you guys can get us to 30 likes. Thank you so much for being here today. Let's ring the cowbell. You guys are amazing. Regardless, we're having an excellent time. Got Grace right over there. She's watching and keeping up. Let's see. And if you haven't already, make sure that you guys vote in the poll as well, please. Sorry about that. But yeah, if you guys haven't already, make sure that you guys vote in the poll as well. This is going to be very, very important to know what you guys think. Obviously, we always want to know what you guys are thinking. Let's see here. Raul the Doctor said, I like Mario Kart, but I wish it was faster. I completely understand that. I think the reason that they probably chose not to do that is probably because of kids. They probably didn't want to ruin the experience for younger kids by them not being able to go on it, right? So I think that's kind of been the issue with a lot of kind of like any kind of ride, dude. Like, how can you make it accessible for everyone, not just one person, right? That's kind of how I felt too. I love Mario Kart. Like the last time we went to Universal, we got on it twice. But yeah, there's things that I'm like, maybe, I don't know, like kind of like they did this or they kind of did that, this would work better. But I'm not going to lie. The fact that there's even a Mario Kart ride, I'm a happy man. I'm a happy man. All right, let's go ahead and talk about the next land. What time is it right now? We got 8:23, so I don't have too much more time left. I want to make sure that I finish up before 9 o'clock. But let's keep going into this. All right, so the next land that I want to talk about is going to be How to Train Your Dragon's Isle of Berk. So let me go ahead and I want to pull up the pictures for that as well. I hope you guys are enjoying this, honestly. I hope you guys I feel like we've done similar stuff to this before, but this is so new. Going into the background of things, showing you like where they're building it, showing you like how far away it's going to be, like the concept art and all that stuff. It's something so new, but I really, really wanted to do this tonight. I really did. So I hope you guys are enjoying it. If you guys are enjoying it, drop some emojis in the chat. Whatever emojis are inspiring you, with whether it's the universal globe or any of our members only emojis, let me know if you guys are feeling this. Because if you're not, that's something that I want to know too. I want to know that too. All right. Let's see here. All right, and is the land based on How to Train Your Dragons from DreamWorks. So let me take a look as we zoom in a little bit. Oh, there you go. And it's a little harder to see. This particular concept art is just a little bit more. It's a little smaller. It's a little smaller. Crystal and Chris said, Universal is cool, I guess. You guys hardly ever go. So, I mean, you guys should try going more often. I think you guys would learn to like it more. All right. Thank you guys so much for dropping those emojis. Mia, thank you so much. She said, of course, love talking about this stuff. Thank you so much, Dee. And I love those dough donuts. Honestly, oh, man, I love it. It's one of my favorite emojis. And thank you so much, KS Dub. Appreciate you. All right, let's see. Let's keep going in. So this is the area where you enter How to Train Your Dragon. If you've noticed, it's kind of a little bit more forest-like-esque, I guess I should say, because some of the other areas were very lush and green and like a lot of thick trees and thick bushes. Here, it looks a little bit more like, yes, you have your grass, but it looks almost like Hobbit-esque, where you have like these rolling hills and these pines, and then on the background you see like this mountain, which my assumption, because I haven't seen the movie, is maybe that mountain or that hill in the background, whatever that pointed mountain, is something related or ripped out of the movies. So maybe it's something that's like completely ripped out of the movies. As you guys can see here, just like all the other lands, they do have that pillar slash pointed, kind of top. I think if I were to guess, it's so you can look and find the land easier. So I'm assuming if it's high up and you see that icon up there, you're going to be able to know where the land's at, where to walk. And so it's going to make it a little easier to navigate. And for those of you who are not used to like that land, that place, like, when we go to Disneyland, when we were first going, we would get lost. Now we kind of get lost sometimes, but not really. That's a great way of helping you get around. So I think that's really, really dope. I love it. So let's take a look at the next picture. Let me go into the chat. Oh my gosh. Gotta ring the cowbell. We got a $5 super sticker from Crystal and Chris. Thank you so much, Crystal and Chris. Love you, friends. You guys are amazing. Guys, as always, I know a lot of you guys already know, but you guys got to check out Crystal and Chris if you haven't already. They're absolutely very, very, very knowledgeable in Universal Studios. But more than that, they're just knowledgeable about a lot of things in general. Super amazing people. Check them out if you haven't already. But we thank you so much, Crystal and Chris. If you can, guys, please drop those cowbells in the chat. Drop those members only emojis, or drop any emoji you like to thank Crystal and Chris for the support of our channel, because it really helps out. Any support to our channel helps us keep going, helps us with the production value of these particular live streams, just like the program that I'm using right now to broadcast everything. All this stuff, like, obviously, when we have your support, it just makes it so we can have all these things available for you. So we appreciate it. But honestly, just hitting that like button does a lot for us. So make sure you guys hit that like button for us. All right. And so this is going to be your I guess, logo? So How to Train Your Dragon, Isle of Berk. So as you can see here, fire in the back, very reminiscent of dragons, right? And so not a lot to see from actually inside the land, but as you guys can see here, it is going to be located across the way, and it looks like it's a far walk. I'm going to assume that it's not a close walk, but it's across the way from Super Nintendo World. It's, you're basically going to have to cross Celestial Park, just like when you're going to any of these areas. And as I'm looking right here, it looks like, we have a roller coaster. And let me zoom in a little bit more. So my assumption is that roller coaster is going to be related to How to Train Your Dragon. Looks like we have some buildings as well. And then it looks like they might have some stands and some seating area for food. It looks like there's like a pond. And that's one thing that, as you guys can see, there's a lot of water areas in this theme park. And then we look like we have some pines and everything like that. I want to see more concept art from the actual land itself. But this kind of gives it a really good perspective that I think their big ticket item in the park is going to be that roller coaster, at least in the Isle of Berk. So that's probably going to be the one ride that everybody's going to want to get on, right? Like, all right. And let's keep going. But once again, just kind of a heads up, I'm not the most knowledgeable person as it relates to How to Train Your Dragon. So I don't want to present myself as that because I'm really not. But I will definitely check out those movies, and then as time goes on and as we're updating you on Epic Universe, I'll be able to throw in a little bit more tidbits on that. Let's see. Thank you guys so much. You guys are amazing. Okay, so Mia said, oh, and if you've seen The Black Phone, the kid that played Finny is playing Hiccup, the main character in the live-action movie of How to Train Your Dragon. We've never seen The Black Phone, but we've been in the maze. So it's funny, we've been in the maze and never seen the movie, so might have to check out that movie so we know who you're talking about. Very exciting though. Like, obviously, like, I love dragons, so I think anything live action dragon is always really, really cool and exciting. All right, let's see what the last area that we're going to be talking about is Dark Universe. So let me see if I could find. I feel like Dark Universe is going to be like, it's going to kill it. I think everybody's going to be super excited about Dark Universe as it relates to, in comparison to anything else offered. Let's see here. Okay. So as you guys can see here, the entrances. Hey, I wonder who this is right here. Anyways. Gee, who invited these guys? All right. So this is the entrance. Guys, tell me that this isn't the best entrance out of all of them. This is the best entrance out of all of them. So it's almost like Frankenstein's monster. You have like this like voltage kind of like power transformer kind of thing. And then on the bottom, you have like these branches, just like really like sharp edges. And, it's just beautiful, honestly. And the entrance, as you can see here, it almost looks like broken scales. It's amazing. I'm just like absolutely blown away. Absolutely blown away. Let's take a look. But right here it says, in case you were wondering where I'll be in 2025, Dark Universe is a world of myth and mystery. This shadowy landscape where monsters roam is one of the 5 immersive worlds opening at the all-new Universal. Whoops. I can't see it. No, ad anyways. Sorry. One of 5 immersive worlds opening at the all-new Universal Epic Universe theme park at the Orlando Resort in 2025. So this is the logo as well. It's really cool, honestly. I think they're killing it with that. So just kind of read a synopsis that I'm seeing off of Variety. Variety wrote, a land inspired by the Universal monsters, from the experiments of Dr. Victoria Frankenstein to a shadowy landscape where monsters roam. Dark Universe is a world of myth and mystery. The new addition to Universal's Orlando stable will include the opening of 3 new hotels. Okay, and we'll talk about that right now. But yes, so for those of you who love Universal monsters, for those of you who, when you visit Universal Hollywood and you hang out with Dracula, Frankenstein, all those amazing characters, this is going to be for you. So this is going to be an amazing area. I think this is probably going to be one of my favorite areas. I have a feeling Grace is going to love it too, because honestly, it's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. So there's just so much to offer. There just really, really is so much to offer right now. As we read this, it's like very eclectic. There's just so much different types of worlds and IPs. They're all vastly different from each other too. So none of these you can say are like very similar. They're all very, very different from each other. And then once again, Dark Universe is going to be towards the back of the park, next to the Helios Hotel, and next to close or across from the Wizarding World of Harry Potter's Ministry of Magic. So, guys, I'm blown away. Like, and this is, I feel like we're just scratching the surface right now. Like we're not even fully getting into really what Epic Universe is going to be in the long term. This is just the beginning. And so very excited. You know, Grace and I, you know, we want to be realistic. Chances are that we will not be there opening, and we will probably not even maybe be there next year in 2025. Realistically, I think we're probably looking at 2026 at the very earliest. And it's only because we have so much goals that we want to achieve in the near future. And, you know, as much as we love theme parks, you know, we're so excited to hopefully eventually go. But I think for right now, we're just excited to speculate, look into what's going on, and then plan it out from there. But I think we're aiming for 2026. Since it's Florida, we're probably going to aim for some time where the weather is not chaotic. So whenever that is, whenever that is. So do they have the artwork of the characters on that post, by the way? They did not, actually. No, they did not. I was actually pretty bummed out about that. And this is actually through Universal Orlando Resorts. You know what? Let me see if they have it on any other post. No, let me see. I don't see it, guys. Yeah, no, it doesn't have any concept of that, unfortunately. And I wish they did, because honestly, I kind of wanted to show you guys that. I thought that would have been really, really cool. But no, unfortunately, they don't. I'm sure they do at some other particular area. But yeah, so hopefully we get a chance to make it out there sooner than later. We're being patient, guys. We're just going to be super patient, because we're going to make it over there at some point. We're going to make it over there at some point. It's just a matter of when. So now, before we end our live stream, we're getting down to the nitty gritty. I want to end the poll. And so I'm going to end the poll right here, right now. Hopefully you guys had a chance to vote. Let's take a look. So out of 27 votes, almost 30 votes, let's take a look. Want to but can't is winning with 55%, won with 55%. So it's pretty understandable. A lot of us are here in California, and I know some of you are viewing from outside of California, maybe even outside of the country. So I'm not sure how many Florida viewers we get, but if you're watching from Florida, liable that you're probably either picking yes or no. But some of you who are from California and from these Western states especially, or out of the country, probably want to but can't. But remember, there is no such thing as can't. It's just a matter of time, friends. So this is what I was telling. I actually got a haircut today. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I was telling my barber that any goal without a plan is a dream. So if you don't want it to just be a dream, just put a plan behind it. You never know. You might not be able to go in 2025, 2026, 2027, but eventually you might be able to go. All right. But thank you guys so much for voting in that poll. It's so much fun to see what you guys think on those things, and all those different opinions really, really kind of, I think, help us understand even what we feel, what we think, you know, like it kind of gives us a different perspective, right? So really, really fun. But we hope that you guys had a really fun time going over that. Let me see. I want to talk a little bit about the hotel before I completely stop talking about it, because I feel like the hotels are a huge deal as it relates to everything that they're planning over there. So let's see if I could find a little bit more about the hotel. Okay, so it says the theme park will be adjacent to 3 new Universal hotels, including the Universal Stella Nova Resort and Universal Terra Luna Resort. Universal's Helios Grand Hotel, so Grand Hotel, you know how it is, grand, right? Will be located inside of Epic Universe, a first for the resort. So that's why I tell you guys, I think if you're gonna go, and if you guys can plan it, try to stay in that hotel. Chances are the rooms are probably going to be like $800 a night. I don't know. I mean, if they go for Disney prices, $1,200 a night. But I think it's going to be one of the most one-of-a-kind experiences. I think it's going to be what they wish they could have done with the Galactic Star Cruiser, with that, you know, integration into the theme park. So yeah, you know, I'm telling you, Universal's paying attention. They're definitely paying attention. Let's see. Universal's Helios Grand Hotel will feature 500 rooms with one-of-a-kind park views, and its own dedicated theme park entrance for guests. Epic Universe promises to integrate energy efficiency and sustainable construction practices. Universal Epic Universe will be located just a few miles from its current offerings with resort-wide transportation provided for guests. Further details will be released in the upcoming months, including an interactive preview center set to debut later this year. There you go. They're really, really, really like making sure that they cross their T's and dot their I's on this one. And I really, really appreciate it. I think that's exactly what we need from theme parks. They need to make sure that they're thorough. Right now, I think the thing that I'm hearing about Epic Universe that's exciting to me, at least, is the user experience. The user, like, how are we going to be? Like, the guest experience. Are we going to like it? Like, what are they thinking? And so I feel like a lot of what they're showing us is revolving around getting us excited for our experiences there. And sometimes certain theme parks tend to try to get you excited about the merchandise and about the food, which is great. Don't get me wrong. I love food. But I think, like, you know, are we going to buy merch? Absolutely. Are we going to buy food? Absolutely. But if we don't enjoy the park itself, the experience itself, we're not going to return. We're not going to make a whole week out of it. We're going to go to Disney World. We're going to go to a different park and vice versa. If Disney World isn't bringing it, we're going to go to Universal Orlando. So I think, you know, as it relates to competition and everything, competition is great. It's not just good, it's great because it really forces those companies, these companies that, by the way, we pay, they don't pay us, we pay them unless you're an employee. You know, it forces them to really listen to what we need and what we want from our vacation. And some of you guys know that when you spend all that money, like, you want to get the best out of it, right? So I really, really think that Epic Universe is going to be just that. It's going to be epic. I don't know what you guys think. Do you guys think Disney should be shaking in its boots, or you guys think that Disney's going to be fine? I personally think that Disney should be shaking a little bit in their boots, but I think overall Disney's Disney. They're going to be there. They're going to have their prestige. You know, it's Disney. You're not going to, unless Disney really just starts really making mistake after mistake after mistake, you're going to have a lot of people still going to Disney World. It's still going to happen. But I think the reason I say that they should definitely be nervous is mainly because I feel like, you know, eventually at some point, there's a great chance that Universal is going to be right there. Like, as it relates to attractions, the amount of space, the hotels, the IPs. And at that point, if Disney hasn't been, you know, ahead of the curve, then we're going to see some huge competition between both of them. It's going to be really, really awesome. I love it. Let's see here. Crystal and Chris said, can we get to 40 likes? Can we get to 40 likes, people? I think we can. I think you guys can do that for me. Thank you so much. Let's see. I'll conjure 40 likes. 40 likes. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate you guys. Crystal and Chris said early entry probably included like magic hour at Disneyland. And you know what? You would hope that if it's right in the park, maybe it should be like a 2-hour early entry, right?
Doesn't some of the hotels already offer that for Universal?
Yeah.
In Orlando?
And some other partner hotels, from what I remember. So I'm gonna drop a recommendation for a YouTuber from Orlando that you guys should definitely check out. His name is PC Dev. So PC Dev, I've been watching him for a long time now. The reason he's like one of two like really Disney World people I watch, and the reason I watch PC Dev is because he's very honest. If he doesn't like something, he will say it, but he's super constructive. And I think that's what I appreciate about him. He's very positive, but constructive, but very honest. But more than that, dude has a great relationship with Universal. Like, Universal has a great relationship with him. They invite him to a lot of the events, and they sent him the Epic Universe box and everything like that. So if you guys want a little bit more tidbits and a little bit more, on the scene action spots, everything like that, watch PC Dev, and he's gonna really do Universal justice. I feel like he does a really great job. That sounds awesome. I think it's so awesome. Crystal and Chris said, if anyone has any extra plastic bottles, cans, or motor oil, we'll gladly take it off your hands. Recycling to save up for a Florida trip. That's what that's what it's going to take, and that's what it's going to take. I will send you all our trash. All of it. You guys can just, no, I'm just joking. But honestly, that's kind of where we're at right now. We're trying to penny pinch, and eventually, right now, maybe not Florida, but eventually, we would love to do that. I was going to say something else, and I completely forgot. It's apples and oranges. The IPs and the distinctions and rides are very different. I completely agree. Completely agree. All right. So I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I've missed for tonight. I think overall we've been pretty concise on that. Like I said, we talked a little bit about the history of it, the location of where Epic Universe is going to be. We went over each of the 5 lands. We talked about, the architecture, what we think they're going to be offering. Obviously, food offerings, some of the merch that will be coming out more towards the opening of Epic Universe. There's so much really to still unwrap about this particular theme park, but as it relates to theme parks, this is probably one of the most exciting theme parks to open since Disney World and Universal Florida. So I really anticipate that it's going to become a destination. It might actually take some of the stress that Disneyland and Universal Hollywood are feeling right now, because really, to be honest with you, like everybody wants to go to Super Nintendo World and everybody wants to go to Avengers Campus. So, if you can go to Universal Florida, you can get that Marvel experience, you can get the Harry Potter experience, you can get the Super Nintendo experience, you can get a brand new experience with How to Train Your Dragon, a brand new experience with Dark Universe. I have absolutely no doubt that people are going to be making it a point to visit that theme park over Disneyland, and it's going to happen. You guys are going to see it's going to happen. All right, guys. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I wanted to cover with you guys before I call it a night, because I do have to call it a night very soon here. Let me see. Oh, there's one thing I wanted to do. Is Raul the Doctor still in the chat? Raul the Doctor, are you still in the chat? And give me 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second. Oh, Raul, check in, Raul. Yes, he says, yes, I'm here. All right, guys. So, I've been buying scratchers for a couple weeks now. Just, anytime I have like some change, I'll pick up a scratcher or two. And I mentioned this, I think last time, might have been on the members only live, might have been on last week's live, but anytime I were to get a scratcher, Raul has amazing luck with scratchers and those kind of things. And so we always, text about those kind of things. So what I do is if I get a scratcher, I text him. I'm like, hey, look at the scratcher. And he usually texts me like, good luck. And for the most part, I'll actually win. I've won a free ticket. I've won $5. I've won $10. Basically, I've won anytime this guy blesses me with his luck. So what I did was do you not? Wait, he said I do? I thought you had good luck. Honestly, if you don't have good luck, then I don't know what luck is, bro. But I texted him this time around and I sent him the picture of the scratcher, but I just never had a chance to get around to scratching it. But he texted me, he's like, hey, dude, did you win anything? And I'm like, ooh, snap. Okay. So I told him that I would go ahead and scratch it on the live stream so that way he could see. He told me to wait for him, so I'm going to wait. And then honestly, shout out to Crystal and Chris too, because they've done like a whole lives where like they've like done like tons of scratchers. It's always super exciting. So it's always fun to watch them do scratchers, and I get kind of jealous. So we're gonna see if we can win too, because I see all our friends winning and we want to win too. So I'm sorry, I love our friends. I love them when you guys win. But let's see what we get today. Okay, I don't have the separate camera, so I'll kind of show you guys what the winning numbers on. But basically, this is the one that I'm playing 15 times. It's like a $3 scratcher, so I had like $3. So let's see what happens. All right, my first number is a 6. My second number is 29. Third number is 2. And finally, the last number is 14. All right. So right here it says, match any of your numbers to any of the 4 winning numbers, win that prize shown in that number. Uncover a 5-times symbol, win 5 times that prize. Uncover a 10-time symbol, win 10 times that prize. And uncover a 15-time symbol, win 15 times that prize. All right, so let me show you guys the numbers there. It's kind of hard to see. Oh, there you go. All right, so let me scratch the first one. The first number is 22, and that one was for $25. All right, so did not win $25 today. The second number is 28. Oh, I had a 29. This one would have been for $15. 15. Thank you guys so much for all those clovers and those good lucks. Thank you so much. Appreciate you guys. All right, third number is 7. That would have also been $15. So did not get that. Fourth number is 16. That would have been for $10. Fifth number is 4. That would have been for $500. Dang. All right, let me show you guys the numbers so far. So close, so close. Let's do this. All right, sixth number is 19. I don't have a 19, I had 29. That would have been for 75 buckaroos. 75 bucks. All right. Seventh number is 12. I don't have a 12. That would have been for $4. So that's all good. It's all good. I would have got a free ticket basically and $1. All right. Let's go to the eighth. It's 27 and that would have been for $10. $10. So nothing so far, guys. Nothing so far. And we're a little over halfway with the numbers. All right. Next number is 24. No, I had 14, and that would have been for $5. All right. I'm about to go recycle some cans. There you go, Crystal Chris. Next number is 9. No, that would have been also for $10. All right, guys, so take a look. This is the second row of numbers. Oh, all right. I can feel it. I can feel it, guys. I can feel it. We're going to win right now. We're going to win. Watch, I already won, and I just didn't notice. All right. Our 11th number is 1, and that would have been for $30,000. Oh, my gosh. That would have been awesome. All right. 11th number is 13. All right, don't worry, guys. I got an ad. I'm assuming you guys got an ad too, so I went ahead and paused. All right, the next number was 13. So after 1, it was 13, and that one would have been for $1,000, guys. $1,000. Next number is 18, and that would have been for 20 buckaroos. No, I don't think I'm gonna win. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna win. I'm gonna win. What am I talking about? Second to the last number is 8. Fortunately, I don't have 8, and that would have been for $4. All right, guys. Down to one more number. Raul, please transfer your luck over to me right now. All right. Last number. Let's see what's up. No, the number is 25, and that would have been $3. So let me double check again to make sure that I didn't get it incorrect. Let's see. Yeah, so this time around, guys, friends, I did not win. This is not a winner, but you know what? I think just getting to spend time with you guys and be with you guys was the real prize of it all when it all boils down to it. It was the friendships that we made on the way. Oh my gosh. But yeah, that was fun. That was a good time. But yeah, you know, it happens. We're going to have to start collecting cans apparently. So we'll start. Have you guys heard about our movie club, right? So we'll start the Gio and Grace can collecting club too. So we'll do that. Some quick announcements. It was Gaul's fault. Yes. Look, he admitted it. It was Gaul's fault. All right. So quick announcement. Oh, actually, you know what? I never took off this banner, huh? All right. I'm about to punch myself. I was like, how did I not take out that banner? Anyways, quick announcement. We want to get back to movie club very, very soon. Excuse me. Wow. Disrespectful. We want to get to movie club really, really soon. The only thing, guys, is I don't know if we're going to be doing the movie club, watch the movie, let's talk about it, or let's watch a movie together. I'm thinking we're gonna ask you guys. We're gonna ask you guys if you guys want to watch party, if you guys want to like do the trivia. Because usually, like if we do a watch party, we're not doing trivia. But if we're doing trivia, then we're not doing the watch party. So we'll go ahead and we'll ask you guys. On top of that, we're gonna narrow down to which movie you want to watch. We've talked about even switching it up and doing something different other than a movie. So we'll keep you guys in the know about that one. So we definitely will keep you guys updated on that one. But we definitely want to keep continuing on with Movie Club. For us to go live and then do the Movie Club watch party, so that way we don't get hit with the copyright. I think we're gonna have to invest in some clip-on mics, which we don't have just yet. So hopefully in the next 2 months or so, within the next 2 months, especially because obviously we're still dealing with a lot of like the baby and she's getting used to it, right? Being here with us and all that. But we're probably gonna invest in some clip-on mics so that way we can talk to you guys while the movie's playing, but that way it hopefully doesn't pick it up. Because unfortunately, yes, those of you who weren't there that night or might be wondering like whatever happened to Endgame, the Endgame live stream watch party got cut off. Dee said I missed the tiny baby cries. Yeah, I think she's probably getting her diaper changed, I'm assuming, because she usually cries like that. You can't pay for these kind of thrills and suspense at the theme park. Exactly. Dee said, sounds like a fun weekend. Still have some stuff I want to try from Lunar New Year food. Finally tried the taro coffee, though. It was really good. That sounds bomb. I would love to try that. Well, thank you for letting us know, because that sounds freaking delicious. Oh, my gosh. I love taro. It's so good. What's up, Chilo? Thank you so much for being here with us, Chilo. Thank you so much. Oh, my gosh. But, yeah, so we'll be doing Movie Club very, very soon with you guys. We'll keep you guys updated on that. As far as a vlog, I think we mentioned to you guys that we're planning a vlog to do here at home. So that one will involve Grace. I think mainly Grace, but it should be really fun. I think it's going to be amazing, actually. And then on top of that, I still want to go live. I'm thinking I'm going to try to incorporate 1 or 2 live streams on another day other than Friday, but they're not going to be live streams like Friday. They're just going to be different live streams. I've been wanting to do that so bad. But ever since like Grace was getting kind of like a little bit further along, I kind of didn't take that chance to do it yet because I was like trying to do more things with her, trying to spend time with her, and trying to overall like make sure that she was okay. But there's some really awesome food festivals. And by the way, I just want to take the time and acknowledge that we had a very special friend of ours make this for us, and she's in the chat right now. Thank you so much, Dee. But yeah, I want to do some of these food festivals, these food truck things, these community festivals, and I want to bring you guys along. I want to show you where we're from. I want to show you guys what we're about, because you guys know what we're about. We know we travel, we do all that, but we want to show you guys a little bit of our home life over here as well. So I'm really hoping within the next 2 weeks that I'll be going out on location out here in Fresno, out here in the 559 area code, and showing you guys around, showing you guys some really cool spots. Some really great places to eat, some really interesting things, and more than that, just welcoming you guys into our community. Like that's probably the biggest thing for us is like we've been so welcomed into the SoCal community and overall the theme park community all over California that we would want to bring you guys along with us. But what would be really cool, guys, is like I'll be trying different foods from different vendors. I'll be looking at different vendors. I'll be showing you guys different various like things that are being sold. But more than that, I kind of want to take you guys around Fresno and show you some of the cooler areas. I know that, Fresno has a really bad reputation, kind of like, some other places from the Central Valley. But believe me when I tell you guys that there are some really cool spots around here as well. It might not be quite the same, but there's some really, really awesome spots around here as well that I think you guys are going to find interesting. So even if you guys decide not to make it out here, you guys will know a little bit about it. KS Dub said, great stream, Jill. Thank you. Looking forward to all the new content. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate you. We're always trying to change it up, man. Like, as you guys know, it's one of those things where, we have fun doing what we're doing right now. I have fun doing this, but we don't want you guys to feel like it's just repetitive, right? Like, we want you guys to see different parts of what Gio and Grace are about. And another thing, like I mentioned, we do have that poll right now in our community post. So if you guys go to our community poll right now, our community post right now, you guys can actually vote on what kind of content you want us to watch. Now, we did also let you guys know that if you vote on one, but then you also want to see another one. So if you're like, I want to see both of these kind of content, go ahead and drop the other one in the chat. Let us know, like, hey, I really want to watch, more family stuff. It gives us great feedback. But as it relates right now, as we're seeing right now, it looks like we're going to be doing a lot more content as it relates to theme parks, but also integrating more of what we know about being a family, traveling, how to maneuver the theme parks with small children, a little bit larger children now, like our kids that are entering their double-digit eras, and overall, like how we do it when we travel from the Central Valley down south, like the things that we would pack, all that stuff. We want to like basically make you guys so knowledgeable on all this stuff. So that way, if you are traveling with a family like who has kids, or if you are having kids or anything like that, you guys have a really good picture of what to expect both at Universal Studios and at Disneyland. And by the end of the year, I'm telling you right now, Knott's Berry Farm as well. Because Knott's, we're coming for you. We're coming for you, Knott's. Let's see. Chilo said, I miss those baby cries too. Honestly, dude, like, I'm not gonna lie, I can't even get mad at her when she cries. Like, I can't feel frustrated. I can't feel anything because it's like, she's a little baby, dude. She's so adorable, and it's cute right now. It's cute right now. JG Boy just said, we enjoyed Fresno because of you guys. Dude, we enjoyed Fresno with you guys as well. And I'm sorry that, actually last year when they came, same thing. It's kind of raining all day long. And so we actually took them out to Fresno. We took them to where we would love to go to, dates. And so we took JG Voyages on a date. And we had a great time. We ate pizza. We ate like dips. They had like this amazing, was it like a cookie?
Yeah, it was like a
Pizookie. Oh my gosh. It was so good. But, anytime we have friends who come visit us or want to visit us, we do our best to show them the best time available out here. Another thing that we want to show you guys is a little bit more of the stuff that we got from like the mountainous area. So there's a pizza place that I want to show you guys that's actually in the mountains. And it's beautiful, guys. I believe unless it's changed, you can actually eat outside, and there was like a creek running through like the side of it. And it's just like out in the forest, beautiful pines, great smelling. Like that's one place that I want to go. We've been a couple of times. We've been probably 4 or 5 times, but I would love to take you guys there so you guys can see California has some really cool stuff, like stuff that you would not even think. And that pizza place is one of those things. And then on top of that, I also want to take you guys to visit this amazing dam. And I don't mean like dam, like I mean like a dam, like, where they have water reservoirs. And so I'm definitely going to take you guys at some point up to Pine Flat Dam. We're going to do as a couple. I think I have to take the kids. I have to take Grace. That's something I can't do on my own. But, we definitely want to go and show you guys Pine Flat and show you guys the camping areas, show you guys the dam itself. It's a drive up to the dam, which is really awesome. And once you're on there, like, it's not as big as the Hoover Dam, but it's really cool to just see like out like throughout the valley, to see like the rivers, the Kings River, all that great stuff. So there's a lot to come, guys. There's a lot of variety to come. We're not going to just always keep it one thing. We're going to switch it up for you guys. We're going to go to theme parks, but we're going to go out to the nature. We're going to eat at nice restaurants, but we're also going to go to the food stamps. It's going to be a blast, guys. It's going to be a blast. D said, camping? Yes, D. I'm telling you, I want to take you guys camping. I want to take Grace camping, but Grace said it has to be glamping. So we're going to have to find a way to glam camp. What do you think, babe? Okay, she said sure. I think that probably worked more for her. Crystal and Chris said, Frez, yes, exactly. Honestly, don't hate a place until you actually get to know it. But to be honest with you, is it in LA or Southern California? No, but it still has its own charm. It's cool. I love it. Some days, most of the time, I love it. Glamping over camping. There you go. You, Mia, can go glamping together. Okay, I will go camping with Dee. We're not even gonna use a tent. We're gonna dig a hole and sleep in the tent. Sleep on the ground. Sleep on the tent. We're gonna pitch a tent and sleep on top of the tent. That's right, YOLO. Dee said, we're finally getting a yes from Grace. I'm excited. I know Dee. She is staunch that she doesn't want to do this, but she's gonna do it. Mia said yes. All right, folks. It's about let's see, 9 o'clock. I do have to get to dad duties. I need Grace to go to bed so she can get some rest. But we just want to say thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mia. She put Team Grace's in the chat. We just want to say thank you so much, everybody joining us tonight. I hope you guys enjoying this comprehensive coverage of Epic Universe. We hope that we gave you enough information to get you guys excited. We're going to be updating you as time goes on not just Epic Universe, but all theme parks happenings, but also, like I said, everything happening with us. the baby and our family in general, and the kind of adventures that we're going to be taking you along here in 2024. There's just so much still to do, guys, and there's nowhere to go other than forward. February what? 2nd? Oh my gosh, there's still so much to do. But thank you guys so much. Thank you to everybody who joined us. Please, guys, take care of yourself this weekend. Drive safe. Don't drink too much. Have fun, though. Have fun. Dee said, good night, friends. Sending Grace a mommy hug. Lady Sid said, have a great night, everyone. Crystal and Chris said, Team Grace and Team Gio. Wow, thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. And Ariel. Not Team Ariel, but Ariel. And Spine6 said, keep on rocking. K-Stuff, thank you so much. Everybody who joined us, Raul, Doctor, everybody who joined us, thank you guys so much. Thank you to all the moderators. Thank you to our subscribers, all our members. Hopefully we'll have some members-only content coming very, very soon. Hopefully a mini vlog that I'm thinking about doing with Grace. But, you know, just keep an eye out, and we'll give you guys more updates as it relates to that. But like always, we'll see you on the next one. Peace!